This week on Americana Outdoors, we're on the water in Kentucky with Jeff Reynolds and Terry McWilliams. Terry's best known as the pioneer of the Stupid Tube. He's here today to introduce Jeff to a new rigging style and let him in on the secret to his success, exclusively using the Stupid Tube made by Secret Lures.
The Stupid Tube itself, I mean, it's kind of been my go-to. You know, to me, a Stupid Tube is what I'm throwing right now, which is a 3.7, 3 7/10 inches long.
Yep.
And I throw it usually on a 4/0 hook, and usually use an 1/8, 3/16. I've been playing a little bit with it with a 1/4, but usually I save the 1/4 for the big dummy tubes. And everything I've done from 2000 up to probably 2015 has been on a 3.7 with either a 3/0 or 4/0, 1/8, and 3/16. And sometimes they eat when you don't even realize it.
Oh, you got a good one?
And
yeah.
That's going to get me to another part of the Stupid Tube, the way to fish it. You can't fish it wrong, and you can't fish it too slow.
More or less, you just got to fish it, right?
Yeah. You're trying to represent a crawdad, unless you're throwing a white one, you're trying to represent a shad.
Yep. Good fish.
And as you can see, it sticks them pretty good.
Sticks them good. And now a lot of that's the hook too, because I mean, I've thrown a tube a lot, and I mean, hooks definitely make a difference.
The custom hand-dipped Stupid Tube comes in 3 sizes: the original 3.7 Stupid Tube, the 4.2 Flippin' Stupid Tube, and the 4.5 Big Dummy. The Stupid Tube jig head features an extra wide gap hook and is designed in conjunction with the 3.7 Stupid Tube. The HD Stupid Tube jig head is designed specifically for the 4.2 Flippin' Stupid Tube and the 4.5 Big Dummy. This jig head boasts a heavy gauge extra wide mustad gap hook with more length than the standard version.
I guided for 13 years after I retired, and I guided on a river system that was full of smallmouth, nothing big, but if I had one guy catching fish and somebody else wasn't, my saying was quit reeling and start feeling, because I think if anything you can do with a tube is overwork it.
Yep.
Reel it, overwork it. If you're trying to imitate a shad, yeah, you got to put a little more action into it, but the 3.7 Green Pumpkin Stupid Tube is pretty hard to beat and slow works.
There's one.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's... Main one's back here anyway.
They are. Heck yeah.
Now, was you working it?
Not very much. I was kind of doing what you was talking about. I
down.
slowed it down because I had been working it a bunch.
Right, I know you've been working it.
I've been swimming it some and just working it pretty fast. And that time, just like you were talking about, slowed it down and just let the bait do the work. But that, like I told you before we started, you know, I've flipped the tube a lot just because where I live, not that many people throw a tube anymore.
Right.
They used to, but
Right.
they don't anymore. I'm thinking, well, it's just something different. Now, I'm so excited of all the different ways that I've learned to fish it now. You know, coming out with a bigger head to fish it deeper on ledges, you know, in 15, 20,
Right.
30 foot of water. And even flipping it like that right there, I mean, flip it at a stump, let it sit there, and fish takes off with it. So there's a lot of ways to fish them. Just don't overfish them, just like you said. I mean, best statements. Terry, you've thrown this Stupid Tube a lot. I mean, what's some of the ways you rig it?
I go up about 1/2 inch from the head, pull it out.
Right.
And all I do is pull it, the lead starts to come out, but don't pull the lead out.
Yeah.
And what I do is I turn it over this way, and I turn my head over.
Yep.
Once you turn your head over, the hook tells you what it wants to go in at.
Yep.
But you want to be sure it's going in straight. And then what I do is I want it to go straight through. So what I do is I kink the tube. That way it lays on there pretty much weedless like that. And
Right.
if you want it real weedless, you slide her forward, skin hook it back. And depending on how heavy your cover is, how deep you skin hook it. Last thing I do is poke the eyeball out because I want it straight.
There's one.
We fishing.
Aha.
That's all. You just need a little pressure, don't you?
I just need a little pressure.
You work a lot better under pressure. I can see that right now.
Hit it on the fall. I mean, when it hit the water, it didn't fall a foot. No line jump. He wasn't going nowhere. He was hooked good. Little healthy fish. That's fun, ain't it?
Yeah.
Stupid tube strikes again.
Americana Outdoors will be right back after these short messages.